Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's Tracy with JDL Threads. I want to say, how's everybody doing today? I just got done with all my graduation stuff, so back to making videos I go. I would like to say that, we just celebrated Mother's Day for all our wonderful mothers. So guess what? We have to also take care of our fabulous fathers because we got a lot of fabulous fathers out there as well. So to anyone who's watching me for the first time, welcome. To any returning viewers, welcome. And to anyone who decided to subscribe, thank you and welcome also. So we are going to be doing a dad girl shirt today. We're going to be doing some embroidery as well as some applique on this shirt, you guys. It's going to be amazing. We're going to hook our dads up, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to be using this black gilded shirt that we're going to put our design on. I am going to be using this nice red, white, and blue canvas fabric that I got from Joann's. We've already cut this one out, but I will show you how to cut out the other piece on your Cricut machine. And we are also going to be doing some embroidery in the design as well. So get ready, everybody. We're going to have a blast with this one. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be starting out using our hoop master. We're going to be using our mighty hoop. Sorry, I had just put them all away, but we are going to be using our mighty hoop, which is our 11 by 13 mighty hoop that we're going to use on our hoop master station today. So come on with me and let's get this set up and let's get going. All right, so we are going to be using our cutaway stabilizer, which I've already gone ahead and got that cut out. We are going to make sure that it covers our mighty hoop from side to side, again, because this time I'm not going to be using the black brackets because my embroidery stabilizer is just a little bit too short, but it's all good. We're going to just double check to make sure it's in the right spot when we go to take our hoop off of our hoop master station. So we've got our cutaway stabilizer down as so. We're going to go ahead and put our shirt around our hoop master station. I'm going to just keep my hand down on my cutaway stabilizer just to make sure that it doesn't move for right now while I pull my t-shirt down. Great. And then I am going to also make sure my shirt is as centered as much as possible there. That looks good. We are going to be doing, again, a dad happy Father's Day shirt for our fabulous fathers out there, you guys. All right, that everything feels good. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take our top portion of our hoop and we're going to go ahead and attach that to our hoop master station. And remember, the up U goes to the right of the machine because that's the way we're going to install it into our embroidery machine. And the side U does go to the left and the warning sign does go up, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and put that down like bam. Check it out. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just pull our t-shirt a little bit to give it a little bit of tug so that it will be nice and firm once we get ready to stitch our design out onto our t-shirt. Now I'm going to go ahead and just lift it up off of my hoop master station. You see there that our embroidery stabilizer is where it is supposed to be, and we're going to go ahead and get this set up into our RICOMA MT1501. So come on, everybody, and follow me over to the embroidery machine and let's get our design started. Okay, everybody, so we are over back to our embroidery panel on our MT1501 embroidery machine, and we're going to go ahead and load our embroidery design into our embroidery machine. So you're going to hit your flash drive. You're going to hit this left arrow, which usually takes you to the last file that you loaded onto your flash drive. Mine is Girl Dad. We're going to hit Girl Dad. We're going to load it into our embroidery machine by hitting our embroidery machine with the arrow. I'm going to put that in folder 2 and press OK. Then I'm going to hit Girl Dad again. Go back. Hit Girl Dad and hit OK. I forgot to load in my colors this time, so let me go ahead and do that. Hold on, you guys, give me just a sec. All right, and since we are doing an applique as part of our design, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it on, instead of automatic, which you see here for the stitch, I'm going to change it to automatic manual. That way it'll stop after the tag down and placement stitches so that I can go ahead and lay my fabric down for my embroidery design. So let's go ahead and get those colors loaded into our machine. Okay. Okay, everybody, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load in my shirt into my embroidery machine. I will be using my Mighty Hoops, which are just wonderful. Love those Mighty Hoops, and you always want to reach under to make sure that your t-shirt is going all the way under the bar so that you won't stitch your shirts together. I'm going to move it over just a little bit here to see if I can't get it in the center. All right, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to do a trace. So let me show you what that looks like. You always want to make sure you trace your design so that you don't hit your embroidery hoops and damage your machine, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and do our trace now to make sure we are inside that frame. Trace always starts off on needle 1, so let's see if we're good. And it looks like I might be off just a little bit, so I'm going to push it over just a little bit, you guys. See if I can get that back in the center. That looks more centered there with my little center point down here on my hoop. So let's do one more trace. It was just a little bit too close to the bottom hoop for my liking, so I pushed it up a little bit towards the neckline and we did one more trace. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and do our placement stitch for our hat. It's going to frame out after our placement stitch. Oh, yes, let me turn it on automatic manual so that we can go ahead and frame out, because if I leave it on automatic, it will just continually stitch, and we don't want it to do that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and hit start so we can get this party going. And now I'm going to get my fabric and place it down on my t-shirt so that we can go ahead and do our tag down stitch. Wow, look how nice that looks, everybody. So we're going to put our frame back in by hitting our frame in. And it should go ahead and do our tack down stitch now, which we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, you guys, so it is done with the girl part of the design. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take you over to the Cricut machine so we can show you how to cut out the fabric for Dad that we are going to be also placing in this shirt. So come on, let's head over to our Cricut machine. Okay, so I've already got everything loaded on to our mat. I already have the heat and bond on the back of our fabric. Everything's already ready to go. I just took my SVG file from my Chroma Luxe embroidery software and loaded it up into my Cricut Design Space software. Made sure I had the same dimensions, tried to have the same dimensions as my software for my applique design. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to push start so that we can go ahead and get that cut out, and I'll let you guys see what that looks like. All right, we're just going to unload our mat from our machine. I always like to put tape down on my fabric and my vinyl just in case these sticky mats don't want to hold everything in place. So I'm just going to peel back my tape here. We use painter's tape, which comes off of everything very easily. And we're just going to go ahead and lift up the size of our design so that we can get our word Dad. Ready to applique for our embroidery design. Isn't that so great that we can do that, you guys, that we don't have to always be trying to cut around those little spaces with the scissors? It's just fabulous. I love it. I love it. Let's head on back over to our embroidery machine now. All right, everybody. So we are back over to our embroidery machine now. And let me move the camera in a little bit closer for you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our placement stitch down for Dad. Here we go. And I just noticed that I have that on white, and I don't want to have that on white. I want to just have that on red. So let me go ahead and stop that, go back up and change my color, and I'll be with you guys in just a sec. There we go. Now let's backstitch it a little bit. All right, we're going to hit our button up top, our blinking button. Well, actually, it's not blinking. We're going to hit our green button up top to make it red so we can restitch over that white and turn it to red. All right, and our hoop has framed out, so we can go ahead and get our letters laid down. Okay, everybody, we are back and we have gone ahead and laid down our dad appliques onto our embroidery design. Sorry, my camera, my iPad went dead, so I had to go ahead and get that charged up. Didn't see that happening, but we have gone ahead and got our tag down stitch tagged down. So we're going to go ahead and get our satin stitches going now. Let's go. All right, everybody, and with that, my design is done. So let me go ahead and cut my loose tails off, and I'll be back to show you guys what that looks like. All right, everybody, and there's our Happy Father's Day Girl Dad Applique Embroidered design. Came out great. Loving how I can use my Cricut to cut out my fabric so I don't have to be doing all that fussy cutting. Okay, and so let me just explain what happened up here, you guys, when I got this design off of Creative Fabrica and I turned it into an applique design from a PNG. It put all these extra stitches. It gave me 2 rows of stitches here around the cap, which actually I kind of dig that. So it looks like it's almost a stitched effect with a little deconstructed look, even though I didn't get my satin stitches all the way around. But guess what? I'm still happy with that. I'll just have to practice to get those inside those lines next time. And remember that I don't have to go with that actual run stitch when I'm trying to when I'm trying to stitch out my run design. I can actually just go in and do the run stitch, the single run stitch myself. Instead of having those 2 rows of run stitch lines, I can only just have 1. But like I explained, guys, it just did give it a different kind of effect, like a deconstructed look with outline lines. So I am very pleased. And I also did here a field stitch instead of a satin stitch because it was a little bit of a bigger area. Also pleased with that. So I would just like to say once again, Happy Father's Day to all those fabulous fathers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe for me so we can get those videos out there, and we'll see what we can come up next. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.